I gotta stack it to the top. I've been focused getting money, I ain't tripping.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Boss Talks. It's your boy Ep.3 and my brother.
Yours truly, I did.
Hey,
You already
man.
know. We back for another episode.
It's just the two of us today,
Word.
We're going to talk about some good topics. Right now, we're going to speak about why does nobody want to work? I'm not going to lie. This is a great topic for what's going on today. And it's pretty sad that we live in a generation where everybody want to be getting bread. Everybody want to stack their money.
But nobody want to put in the
hustle.
work for
What's
it,
going on
which
with
is
that?
crazy. I don't
I
know,
don't.
man. People think it comes so easy. It don't come that easy.
And it's like,
No.
I asked the viewers, do you have a friend that is always talking about, yo, let's take a trip to Puerto Rico, or let's go to Milan, or let's go to Russia, just trying to spend money. But at the end of the day, when it comes time to pay it, they got no bread. And it's because they don't put the work into nothing. They just want to spend. And how do you feel
Everybody
about
wants
that?
to
I don't
go.
know. How do you feel about
Everybody
that? It's
wants to
like,
live that type of lifestyle, that luxurious lifestyle, go on vacations, expensive trips, wear designer,
yeah,
do all of
spending
that.
money.
They want to look rich, but they don't want to put in the work to actually be rich, to be able to actually afford that lifestyle comfortably.
Yeah,
Because most rich people, they don't even wear designer stuff like that. They don't even like go splurging like that. They're very minimalistic people.
that's
So
a fact.
they know what the work is to put to get that type of lifestyle that they want. So they're not as flashy with it as people that are not living.
So what I would ask you is like, you see how everything in social media is glorified, and if you have to have the newest B Loan, newest Gucci, newest Louis. If you're not, you're doing bad in life. And I would ask you is like, why have we gone to that point where if you don't have the best and the best, you're looked down upon by your peers that just got out of college with you? Like, they don't even have their own shit together.
I feel like it
Not
just
everybody is the main character. Sorry to say, I ain't gonna lie, I'm the main character. Y'all watching me, but respectfully, it's like y'all the main character. Y'all story too. God's willing,
That was
but
the
it's
dumbest shit
like
you've ever
we all
said.
have to understand we play a role.
feel like a lot of people are like insecure, and they care too much about what other people think about them. So if you know what you got going on in yourself,
Yeah,
and you get into the bag, you put in the work, why would you have to broadcast that and show that to somebody else? So I feel like people that are really flashy, too flashy. I mean, some of those people are actually getting to the bag. For me, like they are,
yeah.
but if you're too flashy with it, it's like really why you flexing all this money that you don't really in your bank account. You really don't got it like that.
Yeah,
That's why those real rich people, those billionaires, you don't see them flexing like that. Like they'll be wearing a regular T-shirt and some regular jeans. You walk past them, you won't even know they got like billions in their bank account.
but
So it's like a facade that these people are putting up on social media.
to play devil's advocate, those people they really don't have any needs to wear any type of thing like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, those like very high class and expensive things is sold towards the masses for a reason. Like, the billionaires don't wear that stuff; they sell that. You gotta remember, like, they don't give a fuck about that shit. It's regular clothes at the end of the day. I'm not gonna lie to you
Yeah.
guys. Like, all the same clothes is made at the same manufacturing companies overseas, and it's like,
And going back
but
to the topic that we was talking about, everybody wants to be rich but don't want to put in the work in. So if you know that that's the billionaire's mindset, why wouldn't you try to mimic that?
well, if that's because social media influencers and the celebrities, they they lead the sheep, which I'm sorry to say is a lot of the masses of the world, like, to copy them. And that's another problem that we have today. It's like people don't know their own identity, and it's all connected in a ways. Because like, if you don't have your own identity, how you gonna put the work in, or at least like get to a point where you want to work to better yourself in life? But people really don't. They don't see the future. They live in the moment, and that's another problem. Like, damn, like I could just keep going on to problems. So I'm gonna first hit you with the why does everybody not understand like working towards the future is more important than living in the present?
I feel like everybody's values are different. So maybe the future is not somebody else's priority, and it's their priority is living in the present. It's just whether you got to gauge whether it's right for you or whether what your values are or what you want to do. Because most people, they don't care about what's going to happen in 10 years from now. They only care about what's going to happen
Isn't
right
that
now.
sad though?
In my opinion, that's not the right way to live,
That's
but
not
it's like a
crazy.
balance you got to have. You feel me? Like you can't just be work, work, work 24/7 because tomorrow is not promised. Like God
That's
forbid,
true. God
tomorrow
forbid.
is not promised. So you don't want to
That's
work
true.
too hard and then
That's
you
true.
die tomorrow and it's gonna be all for what? So you gotta work hard but have fun. Like the grind has to be. You have to appreciate the grind. You have to have fun with the grind because you grinding, right? And then you become successful, and then you're not gonna have those like your life is gonna be different from when it was when you're like getting it out the mud. So you have
Yeah,
to really appreciate those moments now, really enjoy the craft now, and then when you reap the benefits in the future you can look back and say, oh wow, like I really did that, we was
yeah,
really hustling, we really worked hard to get to where we are today.
that's a
So
fact.
people just have to appreciate and have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously, have fun with it. So
Oh.
I think that's another outlook, a positive outlook that people can look at working, since not everybody wants to work to get to that level. Just think of it as fun, have fun with it.
But what I would
um,
also say is like it's to an extent that you have to look at things like it's fun. Like you have to also boss up. Like you have to understand like, it's time to get down to business.
Yeah,
You feel me?
that's the balance I'm talking about.
But I'm
You
saying
gotta
like
have a balance
we
with it.
live in a time where people can't discern that balance. People
Yeah,
they fall into the
it's
trap
tough.
of continuing to have fun, and they can't get out of the illusion like, it's time to boss up. So in that same respect, I would also say it's like don't fall in love with the idea that every day I have to get lit. Nah, every day you
But I
need to
wasn't even
be
talking
strategic.
about it in that kind of sense. I'm talking
But
about as your work. Like have fun with your work. Like do something that can build your future and have fun with it. Appreciate it.
everybody's
What you're
not gonna
passionate
find
about.
some. Everybody's not gonna find that though.
You gotta try to. You gotta
People could
try
try,
to.
but
That's
you
the
have
point of
to.
living.
At some point, you
There's
have to
something out there
understand.
for everybody. I believe that.
But at some point, you have to
Everybody has a
understand.
purpose.
At some point, you have to understand that it's like, all right, now my plan A didn't work. It's time to fall back on plan B. You feel me?
Hmm.
It's like I'm not trying to discourage anybody from not chasing their dreams. But for me personally, I wanted to go to medical school. I didn't after I got my bachelor's degree for financial reasons, one, and two, I didn't feel like going through that headache of 7 to 8 more years of school. Instead, I rather did the route of doing something that I can still help people with my hands in the medical realm, and for only 2.5 years. For me, and then over time, if I want and I have the money, and then the hospital could fund me going back to school to get my doctorates, I could do that over time. But right now, like I didn't want to do that. See what I'm saying? So I fell back on my plan B to in the future fall back on plan A. You see what I'm
I
saying?
feel like school in general is a plan B. I feel what you're saying, but school in general is a plan B because
Not for a lot of people.
not everybody really wants to work a regular job like that, like being a doctor, and everybody wants to be an entrepreneur.
Everybody can't be an
Everybody
entrepreneur.
can be an entrepreneur,
That's my point,
but
nigga.
everybody
The
wants
world
that
needs
lifestyle.
workers. The world needs
We
workers.
do, we do, but that's where it goes back to the topic. Not everybody wants to work.
But I'm
Not
saying
everybody
niggas is
wants to
gonna
go to
hate their
school.
jobs, but I ain't gonna lie, you
Not
gonna need
everybody
that
wants
job
to
to
go
pay
to
your
school.
bills. You're gonna need that job even if you hate it to pay your
Yeah, and
bills.
that's the plan B, bro.
But
Like
I'm saying
if they
like
were to have it any other way, they would have it any other way.
but that's what I'm saying,
You
like
know,
niggas can't always have fun with it. Like sometimes you're gonna have to understand that at times you're gonna hate your job. Everybody hates their job. Everybody's gonna wish for better. It's always gonna be greener pastures on the other side. That's a great saying for good reason. You feel me? It's like at the end of the day, if the job is paying you well to help you financially to better your future, shit, take that L for a second so you can boss up later on. That's what I say. How you feel about that?
yeah.
You feel me? I
The
I
plan,
understand what you
the
meant
plan
about the
A is
fun.
to have like financial freedom. So if people can skip that part, they would. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But it is a necessary part. Most
Yeah.
people have to do it. You have to do it to get to a certain level.
Because
You have to.
like you understand why I
For
know.
most people.
Yeah. So what now I would also ask you is, with everybody that has maybe not chose the route of working, let's say the legal route,
Hmm.
that do it like they hustling. Like for me, everybody got to get it some way somehow. They hustling in the street. What would you say? What would your advice be to those people? Because sometimes some people don't want to be in that all their life. Some people looking for a way out, but they don't know how to get a way out, or they don't know how to find their way out.
Hey
How would you
man,
motivate them
by
to get
any
out?
means necessary, get it how you can get it. I'm not in that type of lifestyle. You feel me? So I mean, I really can't understand why. I mean, I can understand why they're doing it because to them, there's probably like no other way. But there is another way. You could get a job. Get like a minimum wage job. Start by then. Start there. Save up
Yeah,
some money.
that's a fact.
Learn a skill, learn a trade, take a course, a class online, learn a skill, and then build your way up from there. I know it's slow money, but fast money is not always good money. Slow money
Right.
is definitely the better route to go. So fast money can come and go like this. If you really take your time and to build your future, then you have a set foundation, and it's gonna be hard to fall down from there. So
And it's like me personally, I won't speak as if like I lived that life. Like I'm not. I had both my parents. I was sheltered. You feel me? At times I would be outside with my friends, but for the most part, if you know me, you know I'm a good person. I'm a good Christian man. You feel me? God's my savior. You feel me? But besides that, it's like I won't act like I know that, but I know people that have that life or have lived that life. And what I would say is like, get it how you have to get it, but always, like I said, work towards the future. Understand, like, put money to the side. Don't spend your bread all the time just getting lit. Like, I know you want to numb the pain, but you have to remember why you hustling. You're doing it for your family. You got to get it how you get it, but you got to remember you got to save for them to get out of it. So after that, save up what you could, get a job, minimum wage, like you said. There's no problem with minimum wage.
save your
Stack
money,
up,
save your
stack up, stack
money,
up, stack up, stack up.
take a
You
course,
feel
learn
me?
a
Take a course,
skill.
a trade. For me, people do plumbing. Plumbing makes great money, almost damn well way more than teachers, comparable to some medical jobs. Great money. Um, yeah, gotta get that bread, but please, like, there's always a way up. That way out. That's why I live by the motto, boss made. Feel me? Like, you get it how you get it, but you have to boss up every time. Don't ever get comfortable. You have to be
Some
the
of these
difference in your
real rich
peers.
people, these billionaires, they did start off with dirty money,
Yeah,
but they did end up cleaning it up after. I'm not gonna say like that's. There's people who have done it and are successful, but
it's not.
there's risks that come with that. Like if you get caught, then it's over.
That's
Like
why
you
you gotta
go
get
go
out of
you
it
go
as
get
soon as you
locked up.
can.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's just
at your own risk.
that's just
At your own risk.
for me, some black brothers speaking from the outside looking in. For me, it's like we're just giving you our honest opinion of how we think you can get your way out. And for me, get to that bread, stack up. For me, we want to see everybody win. There should be no reason why anybody's at the bottom. We stronger together. No,
But
we not no crab barrel mentality type of niggas. No, everybody got to win around us. So that's what it means to be boss man. That's what we represent. Everything we do in life is boss made.
so
Besides
going
that,
back to the original question, I'll ask you like, what do you think is rooted into why people are so lazy nowadays and don't want to do anything and don't want to work hard for the things that they want?
um,
Where does that laziness come from?
it,
Or is it even laziness at all?
I
Are
would
we
say
are we even meant to be working like that?
yes. No, it's a difficult answer. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
think it is a difficult question. That's
Um,
why I asked. I
no,
think
it's a
we
difficult
should.
answer.
I think we should.
You should
Like
be work.
everybody should be working
Everybody should be working.
because if we don't, then what is the world going to be?
We need
The
workers in
world
this
as we the
world.
world as we know it is not going to be the same if nobody works.
Yes, we would revert back to Neanderthals type of times. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah,
we need workers to stabilize and maintain everything that we have in this world. I'm not gonna lie.
we do.
Everybody, I think working it keeps people going. I'm not gonna lie. You shouldn't overwork yourself because that can lead to death. But you should work because there's articles and stories about people that will retire a couple years later, pass away sadly because they don't have nothing to wake up towards. Like everything they've known is just stopped for me. So I think like even if it's just waking up for an hour or two to just walk around or work on some little paper or something like
I
working
don't
is necessary for everybody.
I
I
don't
think.
like the word work though. I think we should start using the word what's your contribution? Everybody has to
What?
contribute to the world. Think about it. Work is like your contribution to the world. So it's like
That's just the
it's a better way of saying work because work sounds like
it's
oh
just a
my god.
synonym of it. It's just
Yeah,
a synonym of it.
yeah. People don't like the word work though. It's like what's your contribution? Because
I mean, but people are so dumbed down in this generation that contribution is gonna take them to they're not gonna be adjusted to that. They're just gonna rather say work, even if they don't like the
it
word work.
sounds like something that people
I'm
don't have to do. If you say contribution, it sounds like something. Okay, yeah. What is my contribution to it? Like it sounds like you're actually doing something for the benefit of other people's work. It just sounds like
All right, so
to
that's what we're
me,
gonna start now.
just like what's
Hashtag
your contribution?
contribution.
Like
That's what we
it
starting
sounds better,
now.
bro. Like
We're not
it
calling it
sounds
work no
better than
more.
work. Like work
We're
sounds
not
like oh
calling
my
it
god, I
work
gotta
no
go to
more.
work. Like but when you say contribution, it
Nah,
sounds
you
more
want a
enthusiastic. You feel
contribution?
me? I think that yo, we
No, we
should
starting that
you
now.
feel me
Hashtag
now? Like
contribution.
work
All right,
sounds negative.
we trendsetters on the side.
Contribution sounds like oh my god, like I could contribute. I could do like you could do something for somebody else that's not yourself. So it sounds better than just work.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. But this was another episode of Ball Sauce. We
All right.
appreciate y'all.
Throughout the bullshit in my life, still I wake up and I fight.